be no war. Peace will take over the land. No more broken heart, abandoned and alone. God will separate the right from wrong. Then we'll be changed in a moment, caught up in the twinkling of an eye.
Debbie.
Hello.
Hello, Coach. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Thank you so much for tapping in and dropping into the Life with Lizzy show where we speak life. And I see you brought honey.
Come
you
on.
Brought a guest.
I did.
Who's your guest?
This is LaShawn Dorsey, Coach LaShawn Dorsey,
Come
our
on,
wellness and fitness
Listen,
coach.
blow the whistle, y'all. The
Come
coaches
on.
are in.
Yes.
Blow the whistle. Listen,
Yes.
I'm so excited. They're going to help me on my brilliance today, and they're going to help you
Listen.
on your brilliance as well.
Yes.
I don't want to give it away, y'all. I think I probably did. Listen, but we here now. What else can we do? Listen, Coach Debbie, tell us something about yourself.
Well, I want to just start off by saying thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for this opportunity to be here with you today. I'm so excited to be with you, Life with Lizzy, and our Lifeliners. Hello. A little bit about me. I am first and foremost a woman of faith.
Yes.
I am a mom, a wife. I am a daughter, an auntie. I love my family.
Yeah.
My values really are faith, family, and relationships. I used to call it the triple F, right? Faith, family, friendship, but it really is relationship because I believe our relationships are a currency. There is an exchange that takes place that is undoubtedly allows us to go from one point to another.
Come on.
I like
It catapults.
Come
us.
on.
Listen, I thought she was
Yeah.
gonna say faith, family, and football. I was like, yes, but you swerved on me and said relationships. Okay, I'll take that for the team. Yes. Listen, I am so glad that you said yes to this conversation because I believe that you are one of those voices that have been called to the kingdom for
Come
such
on.
a time as this.
Yes.
You know those voices you didn't think they were coming, but baby, when they open up your mouth, you can tell that they have something to say. And so I am glad that you are here and that you said yes to the conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, please share with the people who is Coach LaShawn Dorsey. Come on.
Well, Coach LaShawn Dorsey, as Lady Debbie said, I love family. I'm definitely a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother of two, which I'm excited about that. Come on. Yes, they call me Grammy. I love that. I'm a nurse by profession, but I love pouring into people. I love the pour and just to see how they're able to evolve and develop even into just whatever the Lord would have them to be. I love God. That's my basis of foundation. But as I said before, I'm also an educator. I love pouring. So that's just like the overview of who Coach LaShawn is. And I'm just so grateful to be here with these two amazing ladies under pressure, applied pressure, and you yet see their brilliance. So I'm excited to be here.
Listen, I love that. She said she likes to pour. I want to listen. I'm going to put a pin there because sometimes when we're doing life, y'all got to help me because y'all the coaches, not me. I'm pouring into my cup today. They're going to pour in my cup today. You said that you like to pour. Sometimes for me, Coach, you might have to blow the whistle, call a foul, but sometimes I don't know how to stop pouring. Could you coach me in that? Like, what do we do? And I know we're taking a left turn, but that I like that. You said you like to pour. For people like me that like to pour, and those lifeliners that are watching that like to pour, how much is too much? Or is there such a thing?
There is.
So I'll just say that servants did it bad, right? When you are a one who pours, that means you serve selflessly. But here's the key: self-care. Now we've heard it so much, but I want to encourage you, Lizzy, and those lifeliners who are listening. It's called healthy boundaries. And so that means you have to be keenly aware of where your boundaries lie so that you're not pouring from a place that's empty. we've all heard the term.
Yeah.
You can't pour from an empty vessel. So
Absolutely.
that means that you have to replenish yourself, and that
Absolutely.
means you have to take a step back for some self-care. That's part of owning your brilliance,
Yeah.
is the ability to recognize
Absolutely.
when you need to step back
Child, she
and
read me.
apply those healthy boundaries.
Absolutely. I love that because the boundaries are inconsistent with your framework, right?
Mm.
That's a part of your wellness. So
Mm.
everything that is applied
good.
to your framework, the role of a mother, your calling, your oil, is
Yeah.
predicated on your framework.
Wow.
And if you don't have certain things, lifeliners, in place as relates to self-care, your boundaries, you
Yeah.
institute that in your framework for living so that you can not only give from your half or your full, but your overflow.
Wow.
And that's the
Come
part where
on.
you don't even have to pull back because your framework is already established.
Yes.
You've done the work.
Child, listen here, y'all. You just dropped a bomb in here. You said something about wellness. Like
Yes.
that's a part of my wellness. So could it be I'm not well if I continue to pour just because it's just like that for me that kind of says somewhere in there we're probably compensating for something
Absolutely.
or something's lacking,
Yes.
something's missing. And Coach Debbie, you said that there should be boundaries.
Mhm.
Can I just one thing about the Life with Lizzy show, we're gonna be transparent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just found
Yeah.
I just got some boundaries.
Just
I
got
got them from Amazon,
Mm.
$19.99 plus shipping and handling, honey.
She got it. She
I
bought 'em.
finally got some.
Ooh.
And oh, what a change has come over
Come
me.
on.
Change,
Right?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
you guys are listen, you have I love the fact that your business alone is share with us because I think that's where we're gonna start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
my
come on.
business is Designed for Greatness. It's design spelled with a Z intentionally.
Mhm.
The Z signifies wisdom. And so
Mm.
part of Design for Greatness is a coaching, consulting, and strategy business. And we coach
Beautiful.
around clarity, transformation, tapping in and uncovering your fullest potential, becoming the best version of yourself,
Mhm.
owning your brilliance
Mhm.
without apology,
Come on.
and stepping into that place where you are acknowledging
Yes.
and recognizing
Yes.
all of your gifts, talents. I know I'm not going to spoil it either because Lizzy got a whole framework for this conversation today. So we're going to step into some of that a little
They
later
gonna
on.
help
But
me today.
I ain't
They
going
help
to
me
overstep.
today.
I'm not going
No.
to overstep. But it
Step
is
on, sis. Step
it
on.
becomes the place where you
Right.
go from just doing
Mhm.
to really being.
Come on.
You're
Yes.
I love that.
in the rat race
Yeah.
of constant
Mhm.
motion.
I love
Yes,
it.
you're an action
Come on.
taker, but
Yes.
it's around intentionality and focus.
Intentional.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Now, I keep hearing this code word brilliance
Mhm.
and owning your brilliance. Where is that coming from? Please share with us.
Well,
what
it
does
is
it
my
mean?
credo. I'm telling you, my credo that encourages and inspires individual to own what they have. You ever remember a time, and I'm sure all of us have had this time, and I'm going to dip in with a story, a true story. There was a time in my career, I've served in the healthcare industry for over 3 decades. And there was a time around that early mid stage of my career where a leader shared something with me that hurt me to my core, that didn't speak to my brilliance. Now, shame on her, because
Shame.
as leaders, we should be
That's it.
able to speak to the potential of an individual and coach them to where they need to be.
Okay, time out. As leaders, we should be able.
She said
should
yes.
be able to speak to the brilliance
Mhm.
of the person that you're leading. Wow.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. Absolutely. Because then that shame on you, right? Because then you're not really, as a leader, exploring what is the greatness inside those that you lead. Because all of us, whether we know it or not, have brilliance
That's it.
all
That's it.
over us.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
we just have to uncover it
Yeah.
and
I love
tap
that.
into it.
I love
Mhm.
that. So all of us,
All
lifeliners,
of
you
us.
hear that? Even you, even on your worst day,
Come on.
you are endowed and
Yes.
you ooze with brilliance.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ooze with brilliance. So then what does that look like? What does it look like for me to own it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I heard a word that says, I own it unapologetically.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
What does that look like?
That looks like self awareness. So, are you aware of what it is that you have?
Mhm.
One of your questions, I know you're getting down the difference. I don't know if we got away from it or not. Bright and brilliant. We're gonna get
But we
there.
gonna get
But
there. We gonna-
I'm gonna say this is that it is your ability to be self-aware, keenly aware of what are the gifts, talents, and abilities I possess. What is that authentic part of me, and showing up in every place and space that we occupy
It's good.
authentically,
good.
being courageous
Woo.
unapologetically and showing up confidently in the room. Like, okay, some people say, I've got imposter syndrome. How did I get here? Why am I?
Right.
Because you were supposed to be there.
Wow. Wow. Yes, I do have a question. What is the difference between being bright versus being brilliant?
Well, bright speaks solely to your intellect. That's
Wow.
you ever heard that child is so bright
Mhm.
or he's so bright, but that's speaking to intellect alone. But I don't want to stop there. I want you to go from bright to brilliance, because brilliance is where you occupy your prowess, your wisdom, your creativity, your authenticity. It is everything that you are. Lifeliners, all that you are, own
Yes.
your brilliance.
Yes.
That means take authority, take ownership, stand in it. You have to have the courage to stand over your own power. So in that moment when that leader was telling me all about the things I was not, and I think about that now, and I say, if she could see me now,
If
Wow.
only.
If
if only, because she didn't have the capability to tap into the brilliance that was there all the
That's
time.
why she didn't see it.
Listen,
Yeah.
Coach Debbie just said, I wish she could see me now. Lifeliners, you have some people you wish they would just like exit your life. Let them stick around.
Stick around. Stick around.
Stay
I love
tuned.
that. I love that.
Stay tuned
I
for
love
the
that.
next episode
Yes.
of Your Brilliance, right?
Yeah.
Listen, everybody don't need to go. Somebody needs to be a witness to your brilliance. I love that. So, Coach LaShawn, tell me this. Has there ever been a moment, or when did you say, you know what? I'm not just bright anymore. I'm brilliant. Was there any shift in your life where that happened for you?
It was, and when I hear Coach Debbie talk about bright and brilliance, like bright, it's more, even though it's intellectual, but it's also shiny. It's on the outward. It looks very. It presents itself well, but it's a shell of itself, right? It's bright
Whoa.
and shiny, but it's a shell of
Damn,
itself.
it's loud.
So brilliance is more radiant. It's vivid. It's all the way through. It's deep. You cut me, you're gonna see all those beautiful, vibrant colors, right?
Come
All the
on.
radiancy. So lifeliners, there's some things that establishes us and our radiancies in life. And so when I shipped from my job almost a year ago, being a nurse educator, and the Lord was shifting me. I need you to build this. I need you to move this. I need you to complete this.
Yeah.
It's a little scary place to be.
Yeah.
It was like, Lord, are you sure? Because I'm a little bit the breadwinner here.
Right.
What's going on here?
Right.
And so in that moment, I heard the Lord say, I'm going to bless you in your good life. Right?
Wow.
You're gonna be good. You got a pension. You bright. You good. But what about great? What about great? There's some greatness I want to pull from you. And so there's a level in that moment of trust and faith in God, but also in the brilliance of what He's already developed in those years to come. Now I need the fruit from it. So in that moment, I could have easily shifted and said, no, I want the good life.
Wow.
But changing and shifting and trusting the Lord and really trusting what He's put in me. You know what? I want brilliancy out of my life. I want to be the brilliant one,
I love that.
Yes.
strategizing and changing and really, it ain't been easy, lifeliners,
Right.
but it's been very beneficial and it's very intentional. And that's how I desire to live. Intentional.
Intentional.
Right?
I'm intentionally
Yes.
brilliant.
Yes.
Come on.
That is amazing. So,
Yes.
how does one just take the first step? I know for me, now listen, y'all know I love my good therapist. Hey, Kim. So, listen, one thing I was having a conversation with my therapist, and she's used this verbiage on me, and she said, I need you to sit with it,
Yep. Sit in it.
right?
Yeah.
Is that the first step to owning your brilliancy, that you sit in the fact that you are all that you are? and not, because sometimes you can say, I know I've said it, shame on me, and y'all said it too. Don't judge me not. That maybe I'm doing too much. What do you say to the brilliance or the lifeliners who are, they know they're brilliant, but sometimes they feel like maybe I'm doing too much, and they kind of shrink because of that. Somewhere somebody is intimidated or jealous
Well,
of their brilliance. Can we
well,
talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Look, let's talk all about that.
Let's talk
because
about
that is the place that owning your brilliance.
We don't
moves
rent
you
it.
from.
And we don't lease it.
We don't rent
We
it. We
own
don't
it.
lease it. We don't squelch it. We don't cover it up.
Yeah.
We don't minimize it. We don't back down. We don't do any of that because why do we do that, Lifeliners? We do that because when we shrink back and we minimize and cover our brilliance, it doesn't afford those we are called to experience the brilliance that we
Coach
contain.
Debbie.
Like,
Yes.
I'm telling you, every time I shrink back, or those times when I'm not there anymore, that's why I can coach to it, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Come on.
Because it is
Yes.
where I was, and I'm not
Yes.
there anymore. Because now it's this. I have to do this, serve in this way, own my brilliance, show up,
Come on. Show
who
up.
I am, not who somebody said I was, not what somebody said I should be doing, but it is completely contributing in a way that is brilliance. And it's allowing those that I'm connected to experience that. So, Lifeliners, if you thinking about it, don't. If you considering it, you better not.
Yeah.
You better stand in your own
Yes.
brilliance
Yes.
and show up unimaginable ways. That's where you take the self-doubt out,
Yeah.
the unbelief, all of that, all the stuff that you told yourself. Never mind the stuff that people have told us.
Come on.
Right.
Well, we
But what
self-talk.
we've said to
Yeah.
ourselves,
The chatter.
that
internally.
chatter,
Yeah.
quieting the noise to
It's
own
good.
our brilliance. So
That's good.
I love that.
That's
So,
good.
what do you say, Coach? Because I mean, when I hear coaches, I automatically think of a whistle being blown. What are some words that are going to be like whistles in our ear when we kind of fall into that? I mean, Coach Debbie said it, not what everybody else said, but there are some things that we tell ourselves that
Yes.
should be a foul on the play. It
Yeah.
should be something that, okay, go have a seat, bench yourself, because you are contradicting the brilliance that you actually walk in. What are some of those things that we can do? Me included, Lifeliners, we together.
Yeah.
What are some of those things, or what are some of those words that we can put in our arsenal when we're starting to shrink, when we're getting ready to be brilliant in something that we've never done before, i.e., radio? What do you do? Help us.
I'll say this, Coach Debbie. You said the word sit in it. And so bench, and you have to go bench yourself. You have to sit in
Wow.
that self-doubt because it's rooted to something. And just because you get up and I'm going to do this, you're still not making that connection of where the root of it comes from.
Right.
And you've got to deal with the root to allow the radiance to actually get down into your cellular, spiritual tissue layer, so that when you stand up in it, your brilliance is authentic. What is that? Authenticity shines out, and your organicness is able to be not just so much brightly shine, but you're able to be that, not so much becoming, but being it. And so for me, Lady Liz and Lifeliners, it's sit in it, bench yourself. I love that word, sit in it, and then stand up in your brilliance. Because you got to deal with that root, because it's going to recycle itself.
Absolutely.
That's done it several times in my life.
Listen, I'm almost stuttering, y'all, because she's talking good. Guess what? Don't run from it. It is what it is. But guess what? It does not erase the
Come on.
It
brilliancy
doesn't.
that lives on the inside of you. Those are one of those things that, guess what? I'm going to have to deal with it until I
Come
master
on.
it.
Yes.
Until I say, you know what? You were born for this.
You were-
Coach Debbie, you said something. You kept using the verbiage to the individuals that I'm called to.
Mm.
How important is it that we understand who we're called to so
Mm.
that we don't, if I'm in the game,
Good.
I shouldn't be having a conversation with those that are in the audience or those that
Mm.
are in the stands. I'm not
Mhm.
called to you. You're an onlooker.
Good.
So how do we not spend our time with the onlookers?
That's
Ooh.
good.
How do we not waste our time with those?
Well,
that
I'm
are-
gonna tell you, onlookers are gonna get the residual, and all I'm gonna say about the
Well,
onlookers
Ma'am,
is
listen.
while you are moving forward, Lifeliners and Lady Lizzy, and all of you who are listening from wherever you're listening from, is while you're moving forward to those you are called for, there's always going to be those who are onlookers because they're looking for you to either
Mm.
fail, fall on your face, curiosity. Because sometimes I know we give too much hype to haters, but I will say the
It's good.
onlookers need to be there because the overflow is going to bless them as well. And so I know we may not always be directly knowing who we are called to in the immediate. Those of you who are in 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship and you haven't closely brought in who is it that you're called to, just keep moving. Just keep pouring.
Love
Just
it.
keep showing up in your brilliance. And those who are onlookers, they'll get some residual.
Well, y'all heard it first here, honey. Hot child.
Residuals.
The
Listen,
res-
the
the
residuals,
residual.
the
The
crumbs
residual.
from the master
Mhm.
table. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
you get.
It's,
Okay, since
yeah,
you was
love
watching,
it.
have
Yep.
some.
Have
Okay,
some,
have some.
right?
Listen, I
Yeah.
love this. Now I know that our time is slipping away from us,
Oh my
but
goodness.
you have an empowerment summit that is coming.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, August 18th through the 19th. Can you share with us in the Lifeliner? Share with me. Share with Believe Radio. What is that?
Oh my gosh. If I
Just
tell
tell
you,
us.
listen, your words create atmosphere. A year ago, I said in my sister's living room in
Mm.
Houston, Texas, I said, there is an assignment on my life. And I want my sister in Texas, Sherry, and I said to my mom, I want you all to be there because there is something amazing going to happen in this space. And I need you all to be there because there's an empowerment that has to take place. And originally I was designing it, I designed it for 2 days on purpose because when the theme is decide you're worth it. And so we're always doing
Hold
stuff.
up. Time out.
Mhm.
The what? Say what? Say who?
The
What's the
theme is decide you're worth it.
Decide you're
I
worth
love
it.
it.
Listen, I need somebody to inbox me a brief 3 sentences as to why you are
Mm.
worth it.
Yes.
We
Come
have
on.
a gift just for you. I'm going to submit it to the coaches, and they're going to choose which one. And guess what? Life with Lizzy. Listen, you might get something in the mail, child. You just got to tell us why. Your decision.
Mm.
2
Um,
days.
2 days.
Inspiration,
Inspiration. Go ahead.
empowerment, education. I've partnered with some amazing
Mhm.
women to collaborate and see the power of collaboration. So you got to know
It's
who you
huge.
you
Yeah.
you got to connect with some people
Yeah.
because you can. In order to own your brilliance, you have to be discoverable. Don't be hiding.
Listen.
Come on.
Come
Don't
out
be
of there.
hiding.
Come on.
Discoverable.
Come on.
Open it up.
You got to collaborate.
Yes.
And so I've been able to collaborate with not only our amazing health and wellness and fitness coach. I'm telling you, I've been also able to partner with friends who are leaders in healthcare, Dr. Kimberly Klein,
Yes.
who is a
Listen.
pediatrician.
Yes.
I am sad to say that unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Robin Menifee, which is also a leader, won't be joining us, but
Mhm.
she was going to be there with us. Say a prayer and keep good thoughts for
Absolutely.
her.
Absolutely.
But Tiffany Tiffany
Yes.
James, who is an amazing encourager, and I'm going to grace the stage.
Come on.
With
Yes.
Own Your Brilliance.
Love it.
You are worth it. And so it's 2 days, and we have a special, very special offer for the Lifeliners. It is a
Lifeliners.
Lizzy,
It's a
Life with Lizzy exclusive. So
honey.
Come
I'm
on.
just saying, you want to be there. You want to be there because if you're ready to transition your life and be all that you can be and own your brilliance, you are even thinking about doing something amazing. You can do it, and I can help you do it.
Come
So,
on.
Listen, I
it.
like that you told the people that you can help them do it, child, because Lizzy can't. So we're going to send you to the child, we're going to send you to Coach Debbie.
Yes.
Listen, Coach Debbie, how can, okay, so if I have a lifeliner that says, you know what, I need a coach, like,
Sure.
you know, all jokes aside, we don't play on people's phones and we don't waste people's time. But now you're saying, you know, I need a coach. How can they get in contact with you?
Go to my website, Debbie Renee Howard. Go there. There is an About Me at the top ribbon. And when you get there, About Me, it'll tell you all about me. And then there is an option for you to have a no cost discovery session. So that's where we connect. You can do
Beautiful.
What about
Beautiful.
you, Coach Lisha?
You can go to www.e3fitandwellness.com, and you can go to also Discovery. It's a discovery time with just me and you. It's free, no
Wow.
cost. We're on IG and we're on Facebook as well. Facebook is E3 Fit and Wellness. That's the name of the company. IG is, I wrote that down because I don't go to IG that much like I should.
Me either, girl. Forgive
it's-
me.
Okay, I'm learning to go. It's Wellness and Fit 916 on IG, and those are the different areas that you guys can connect with Coach LaShawn.
Wow, I love you guys. Listen, I got an email hot off the press, right?
Oh.
And listen, it came from Coach Debbie, child. It did.
Oh.
It did. And she tells me that there is a Life with Lizzy exclusive. Y'all hear that? Exclusive, honey.
I love
She
that.
talk about that good collaboration. When you collab, you get exclusive.
I love that.
So guess what? She is going to open up the door just a little bit because the registration is closed, but because she loves me and I love her, and she has taken the time to come and speak life, she is giving the Lifeliners the ability to join this amazing empowerment summit. I'm going to post the link, but for a exclusive investment of just $99, child, until Monday, August 14th, 7 p.m., you get a chance to be a part of the virtual world. Thank you, Coach.
Yes.
Listen, I'm telling you guys. Now look at here. Don't call us on the 15th talking about it
Come
was
on.
it's still in the
Come on.
cart. We're gonna need you to go on and hit the select button and go on and get you a virtual suite, virtual seat. Coach, I want to say thank you because I know that there are some professionals.
Yes.
I know that there are some moms. I know that there are some entrepreneurs that need your service. What you did today was that you gave permission.
Yes.
You guys came in here and gave us permission to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you not know? I didn't know that you needed, but you need it. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, sis,
True.
you are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Everything about you is brilliant.
Yes.
You're not too much. You're just enough. You are more than enough.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
You're great.
That's right.
Put those high heels on
Come
and
on.
do what you
Come
do.
on.
Do what you do.
Say what you say. Do it how you do it
Yes.
because there is somebody that is called to you. And if we just learn how to shift our focus, we can
good.
shift our brilliance.
Absolutely.
If you can shift your focus, Lifeliners,
Come on.
then you can shift your brilliance. And so I am excited about this. Child, look at here. Look at here. Look at here. You guys, please do yourself a favor. If I never give you nothing else until next week, I'm giving you the opportunity to join Coach Debbie, Coach LaShawn. And listen, there is a platform of amazing women
Yes,
that
it is.
you will connect with. You will find yourself somewhere on that platform.
Mhm.
So we are encouraging you. I am encouraging you.
Yes.
Listen, I say it all the time. If you can talk about it, then you can walk about it. If you can talk it out, then you can walk it out. And this is the space and the place, that empowerment summit that is coming to help you own your brilliance. They're going to talk it out so you can walk out your own brilliance. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining the Life with Lizzy show, where we speak life. And listen, honey, I'm about to own some more brilliance, baby.
That's right.
Stay tuned. Listen, don't
Come
log
on.
out. You just
Come
hold on, because Lizzy is coming. And I am coming because I have been graced and laced. I've been deputized, child, to own my own brilliance. So Lifelines, don't forget, I'm going to post the link right below. Go ahead, invest in yourself. You deserve it. Give yourself permission to become brilliant. Not just bright, but to ooze, to radiate, to glow with your brilliance. And guess what, child? We gonna see you, child. We gonna see you and say, now that girl right there, that guy right there, that's brilliance. That is brilliant. Well, I want to say thank you for tapping in to the Life with Lizzy show right here at Believe Radio. Again, it's your 24-hour inspirational gospel radio station. Do me a favor, tag a neighbor, share with a friend that you talk life with Lizzy and I spoke something great today. Until next week, Saturdays, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, right here. I holla. See y'all.
A day is coming. There'll be no war. Peace will take over the land. No more broken heart, abandoned and alone. God will separate the right from wrong. Then we'll be changed in a moment. A day is coming. There'll be no war. Peace will take over the land. No more broken heart, abandoned and alone. God will separate the right from wrong. Then we'll be changed.